Well, hello. Hey, quickly. I wanted to come back. I had another thought. While time permits, I have a question for you. Jezebel's Ahab or Mama's boy? Are they the same thing? Are they the same person, the same spirit embodied behind it? I just got questions. So, I was thinking about this in doing some of my research for the series, What Does the Bible Say About Jezebel, right? And so it's a known fact that boys, men who are coddled by their mothers are called, especially in American society, mama's boy. And so mothers who tend to coddle their sons, they do this and they are often very needy, and seek to create a relationship in which their son is dependent on them. As a result, both mother and son are afraid to be independent of each other, right? And this creates a real problem inside of a marriage or a relationship. And so, let me just back up a little. I'm Coach Tabatha, relationship strategist and prophetess, mouthpiece of Jesus Christ here in the earth realm. So, I said, of course, Jezebel is a prevalent thing in the Christian community, but worldwide, right? Whether or not people know about it, right, or acknowledge the spirit. And so I start thinking about this because I've been seeing it a lot with clients and coaching women and couples. So, in essence, mama's boys become their mother's pseudo husband. He becomes a pseudo husband to his mother, and consciously or unconsciously, they like the importance of the role. The son, father, likes the importance of the role. What does that mean for you in a relationship? It makes it very hard for them to commit to a relationship with another woman. Religious mothers often guilt trip their sons, their adult sons, by misusing biblical scriptures, saying things like honor your mother and father, right? Because of too much emotional and physical overstimulation, some mama's boys end up becoming homosexuals, not able to see themselves in a healthy romantic relationship with women. Over the years, we've met several mama's boys. You see them in ministry, you see them in pastoral roles, right? And they're bad examples of what true discipleship of Christ looks like. So, how can these mama's boys, ministers, preach and promise freedom when they themselves are slaves to their mother's control? These questions are just things that are coming up in my mind, right? So here it is in 2 Peter 2, verse 19. They promise freedom, but they themselves are slaves of sin and corruption, for you are a slave to whatever controls you. So here are some of the symptoms to look for when dealing with a mama's boy. He has an unhealthy attachment to his mother and needs to have contact with her on a daily basis, whether by phone or in person. I don't know if any of these things are going to resonate with you guys, but please feel free to put some hearts on the screen. Tell us about it. Write it in the comments. Email me at info@tabathapittman.com. I'd love to have more conversation around this. Here are some other characteristics or symptoms. He has trouble making decisions without his mother and expects her to rescue him and take care of his every need. He is dependent on his mother's approval for everything, even for who he dates or marries. He values his mother's advice over anyone else's. A mama's boy will never move far away from his mom, or he still lives with her. He will vigorously defend and protect his mother, no matter what she does. He will always choose his mother over his wife and children. We know that this is diametrically opposed to what the word of the Lord teaches us. He can never say no to his mom, make choices and decisions on his own, or have an intimate relationship with a woman without feeling his mother will be jealous or intrude on their relationship. Mama's boys often have financial ties to their mother, which is a way for the mother to keep him within her reach.
The other part here is mama's boys often, guys who are mama's boys are not able to be godly boyfriends or husbands because they need to share their attention and love with their mom. And that's not the way this is designed to be, right? So, in closing, you as a girlfriend or wife are going to feel treated secondary. You're going to feel like a third wheel, frustrated, hurt, and nothing's going to change that as long as they continue to cater to their mothers. A mama's boy is essentially an emasculated male, but he can certainly be healed and set free because we know that's exactly what Jesus came to do, right? And if he's willing to acknowledge that his relationship with his mother is out of order, it's codependent, unhealthy in nature, right? All of those things, and he's willing to put it into a godly perspective, these are vital to getting healing, right? And so, what does that look like? He can never heal unless he's willing to acknowledge. And we know that we can apply that to all of the areas, whether it's alcoholism, drugs, sex, porn, whatever, right? You have to acknowledge that there's a problem. So, in order for a Christian mama's boy to get into a relationship with a woman with the purpose of getting married or staying married, right? He needs to understand what the Bible says, and that is this in my closing. Ephesians 5:31. A man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. I'm Prophetess Tabatha Pittman. I pray that something I've said has made you think about the term mama's boy and the spirit behind it. God bless you and have a great day.